am older, and you know when you were younger, like you guys are. How old are you guys right here? Like 17. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, when you're 17, you look at it like at a 40-year-old man, and you're like, ew, gross. Ew, he's like my dad. Never, you know. And then when you're older, like 60, you're like, oh, he's 40.
Cougar.
I'm a cougar. Yeah, I think I'm like a granny-er now, but I'm not a granny. I'll never be a granny. Actually, I am feeling kind of good about myself though, because I was at Walmart the other day, and this guy, he was like outside, he's like sitting there, he's smoking a cigarette, right? And he's like looking, he goes, "You really don't look like a hooker." And I go, "That's because I'm not. I give it up for free." I'm a big slut from way back. I lived in the 90s. The last time to have any real fun. So yeah, and I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm actually half Mexican, half poor white trash. So I guess I'm Hispanic light, and I came out really white looking. Like people, like when I say that I'm half Mexican, they just don't believe me, and they go, "Well, what part of you is Mexican?" And I go, "My left boob, because it's the bigger one." Where's an old guy? Oh, you're with somebody. I'm sorry. That's for you in the back. But I didn't learn a whole lot of Spanish when I was growing up. Just a few words like puta. Learned that one from my mom. And things like el pollo loco. Your pepino is grande. Learned that one from my dad. And no, I'm kidding. That's a joke. That's disgusting. You're very thin. Okay. Okay. So, I have had sex once before, and quite a few times actually. And what's really weird to me, like when you're first kind of having sex, I feel kind of weird saying this in front of 17-year-olds, but we know what they do anyways. Who cares, right? Are you their mom? No. Right. One time I was making out with this guy, and he goes, he wants you to touch him. No, it's like he called it a he. It was like a little person. And I was like, that's really weird, but it kept happening over and over again, like 4 times a day, like he missed this. And I was thinking, is his thing like so significant that he has to give its own persona? I mean, like, I don't know about you ladies out there. I never named my thing ever. I never went, she wants you. My muffin wants you. Give me a smoke. Sorry. Oh, look, it's smoke rings. Woo! Okay. And one time I felt really bad. Like I apologized, and I looked her right in the eye, and I go, "Oh, I'm so sorry," and it winked. Yeah, this guy was good. He didn't even have to move his lips or anything. I'm on social media a lot. Sometimes when you're on, I'm switching something like dick jokes or social media. Is it the same? Maybe. Who knows? Ever gotten those surprising little pics yeah? Facebook, when somebody sends you a little picture? Like, no? Okay, I have. So, I don't know why I'm looking at you. I don't know why. I'm so sorry. Whatever. So yeah, I was this one guy. I made a post on my community page on Facebook, and he goes, "What are you, on your period?" And I was like, wow, that's kind of like a compliment. He thinks I have a period. I feel so pretty now. And I said, no, I'm just a bitch. Deal with it. So, and I'm kind of into conspiracies too. Do you guys ever do you you like? Are you anybody into conspiracies here?
Yeah.
Don't you love Bigfoot? Yeah. You know he has big feet. He doesn't. Let me go find out. I know, like the reptilian conspiracy. You know, like some people think that they're like they're reptilians. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a boyfriend once, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm from an Illuminati family, and you know, I'm a reptilian, and I'm not the only one you've been with." And I'm like, "What? Am I the whore for the reptilians?" What is going on here? I'm like, reptilians, the other white meat. And, so I just don't know. I don't know. I keep it. I put that in like kind of the interesting box. But you know, here's another thing too. I think about being older, right? And you're in college, and you're in American history. And, you know, they talk about American history, and they go, oh, and then you get to the Nixon era, and they go, Watergate. And I'm like, oh, I was there. I remember Nixon, you know. No base for everybody. Like, the drug war, no drugs. You know, we're going to make marijuana illegal. Like, that was lovely. I like to smoke weed. I'm not going to lie. I think weed, does anybody, come on, Fresno.
Woo!
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So, you know when you smoke weed, you think you're really brilliant.
Yes.
You do. Like you think you solved all the world's problems. You're like, oh my God. I think doing the hokey pokey is really what it's all about. You see? You know what would be really cool if they made powdered water? Yeah, but what would you mix it with? I know why God gave women yeast infections. So they don't know what it's like to live with an irritating. I love saying that word sometimes, don't you? Woo, that was weird. But yeah, the internet has changed our sexuality. Like, you know, people like sexting and stuff like that. I have a friend, like, you can make a mistake with that. She took a picture of the cooch and she sent it to the wrong person. Yeah, her mom was pissed. She's like, what is this? I don't know what's going on here. But I have had cyber sex on the internet before. Have you guys ever tried that before? Or have you ever talked to a stranger ever on it? Like, this was like pretty early, like in the early days. And no, I was on, and I was like, I logged on. And I was like, hi, how are you? Question mark, send. I want to lick your pussy. Okay. How long is your tongue? Because I live in Fresno, California. How big are your jugs? The white one is 26B. The Mexican one is 44 double D. When I'm on my period. Period. So, are you touching yourself now? No, I'm Catholic. Something like, how do guys like type and do it at the same time? You know, they're like, sorry. Maybe that was like, did I go too far? You know what? I I go to poetry readings sometimes. Have you guys ever go to poetry readings?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's kind of like an AA meeting with all the whining. And I wrote a poem, and I wanted to share it with you. I wonder if you guys could just like snap your fingers a little bit. I went to the grocery store. I bought myself some eggs. Sadness. High school. Birds that can't fly. These are a few of my favorite things. When the dog bites, I kill him. That's my poem. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
There it is on.
Just let me know where Okay, I've gone to therapy. This is my last step before I go, and I want to thank you so much for being a great audience, because I actually haven't done stand-up in a while, so you're kind of like me.
Woo!
Right, Mike, you're writing it again. Woo!
Yeah!
I've gone to therapy before. Okay, I've gone to therapy, and I learned a lot about myself. I found out that I'm a passive-aggressive, manic-depressive, bipolar, schizophrenic, dysfunctional, anal retentive, oily fixing hypochondriac, which means I get a lot of medication. And I'm in this therapy. It's called Reigen therapy. And what you have to do is you have to make noises and to let your emotional pain. And these are my noises. And I really wanted to share them with you tonight. So, all right. That was the pain of my childhood. And means I'm stuck to the Naugahyde couch. And means that I'm faking an orgasm. Get off me, you fat pig. All right, thank you very much.